Yo. What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, sir. Yo, man, let me take these glasses off because I gotta get comfortable, man. I gotta get comfortable while I talk to y'all about something, man. All right, so I'm gonna be doing a reaction video today. All right, it's gonna be a clip on Andrew Schultz. I don't know if you guys know Andrew Schultz. Okay, Andrew Schultz is known to be on. Well, I know him for being a stand-up comedian. He was in a lot of the circles with Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, Charlemagne the God, and things like that. And he has a podcast with Charlemagne the God called Brilliant Idiots and Brilliant Idiots. So I've seen him on that show, and I've noticed a lot of the time he he's funny. All right, so let me just get out the way. He's a funny dude, okay? He's a funny dude. But then after you start to see patterns of comedians, and they see what their niche is, right? And what his niche is usually trying to make controversial situations funny, which is usually a tactic that comedians do. No, I'm not even hating on that, right? So I'm gonna do a clip. I'm gonna show a quick clip of him doing a commentary or having an interview with Jason Williams. He used to play on the Sacramento Kings. Oh, excuse me, y'all. He used to play on the Sacramento Kings. He was a point guard. They called him White Chocolate. Now that dude was nice, right? Here, let me go. Let me go ahead and get to
You know
the.
what's funny? There's like, I think that there's all this credit that
Oh,
you were.
hold on. All right, hold on. All right, before we get into it, all right, make sure y'all like the. I'm sorry, like the channel. Okay, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, make sure you hit that bell notification so whenever I'm here, you are here with me. You hear me? Good. All right, so we are going to go ahead and react to this, but I'm gonna give some commentary. I'm gonna play it twice, and I want you guys to tell me what you guys feel in the comment section, as we're going on, and then I'm gonna let you know what it is. All right, I'm gonna let you know what it is. Here we go.
You know what's funny? There's like, I think that there's all this credit that you were hooping like a black dude, but I don't know any black dudes in the NBA that were hooping like you. Well, I think we saw street ball, but you were playing in such a unique way that it was always really funny to me that people.
Shout out to No Flagrant. He's also on that podcast, y'all. He's also on that podcast. All right. And this is not gonna be what you guys think it is. So just pay attention, and yeah, let's rewind it.
You know what's funny? There's like, I think that there's all this credit that you were hooping like a black dude, but I don't know any black dudes in the NBA that were hooping like you. Well, I think we saw street ball, but you were playing in such a unique way that it was always really funny to me that people.
That's the ultimate street cred. You playing like street ball.
Of course, 100%. Yeah. But it was like, even the name White Chocolate.
Yeah.
Right? It was as if like every other black dude was playing like this. It was like, no, they weren't. Like, and even when Rafer came into the league, Rafer wasn't getting off like he would get off in Amlin.
Yeah, I don't know if Rafer had the opportunity.
You didn't have the opportunity. You just did it.
Well, I mean, I like when I got drafted, I was the only point guard on the team, so I had the keys, bro. I was going to rock. He let me rock. And Rick Allen, shout out to Rick Allen, my coach for Sacramento. He told me in the first game, he said,
All right.
if you come down and throw a behind the back pass and it goes out of bounds, he
So
said, don't worry about it. Next time.
All right, hopefully you guys can hear what he's saying. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear what he's saying. So let me go ahead and continue it on. I'm gonna replay it. I'm gonna
Try
replay
with
it.
your left hand. So hearing that kind of like, look, he got my back, man. He's like he knows I'm trying to win.
You know what's funny? There's like, I think that there's all this credit that you were hooping like a black dude, but I don't know any black dudes in the NBA that were hooping like you. Well, I think we saw street ball, but you were playing in such a unique way that it was always really funny to me that people.
That's the ultimate street cred. You playing like street ball.
Of course, 100%. Yeah. But it was like, even the name White Chocolate.
Yeah.
Right? It was.
All right, Jason Williams. Jason Williams was that dude back in the day. Okay, Jason Williams was that dude back in the day. I gotta pause this because I don't want to get copyrighted and things like that. But um, this is gonna be a conversation about something else completely. All right, this is gonna be a. I don't. You guys probably not gonna know the angle I'm gonna take with this, and I know you guys probably see one thing, But I'm gonna give you guys something tonight. All right, I'm gonna give you guys
As if
something.
like every other black dude was playing like this. And it's like, no, they weren't. Like, and even when Rafer came into the league, Rafer wasn't getting off like he would get off in M1.
Yeah, I don't know if Rayford had the opportunity.
You didn't have the opportunity. You
Shoot.
just did it.
Well, I mean, like
Shoot.
when I got drafted, I was the only point guard on the team, so I had the keys, bro. I was going to rock. He let me rock. And Rick Allen, shout out to Rick Allen, my coach for Sacramento. He told me in the first game, he said, if you come down and throw a behind the back pass and it goes out of bounds, he
Yeah.
said, don't worry about it. Next time, try it with your left hand. So hearing that kind of like, look, he got my back, man. He's like he knows I'm trying to win.
All right.
You know what's funny?
All right.
You know what's funny?
All right. All right. So listen. All right. Listen. He was a great to me. He was one of my favorites to watch. He was one of my favorites to watch on the court. You hear me? All right, Jay Williams. He was that guy. He did bring a lot of sauce to the game. He brought a lot of sauce to the game. Who else brought sauce to the game that you could think of, right? Who else brought sauce? Uh Allen Iverson, right? That was the person who set that whole urban legend into the NBA professional lifestyle thing out in the open. You know what I mean? He came in with the cornrows. He came with more of, a baggier jersey. You know what I mean? And tattoos and things like that. And he went into press conferences without a suit on. He had on the street clothes. He had his mother braiding his hair during the game. Like, he was doing things, you know what I mean? He was doing certain things. And it had a lot of the media. It had a lot of media doing, one of these moves like, well, if he wants to be a professional, he has to learn how to be professional on the sidelines. He has to come to practice. They ended up having him having those type of conversations. You know what I mean? So, um, that was my era. Like, that was my era, right? But we have Andrew Schultz here. He seems to want to bring up the fact that we've never seen Jay Williams before. We never seen that type of player before. And as I'm listening to it, I'm like, I mean, we've seen players like that. You know what I mean? We've had to have seen players like that in order to have that idea. And why does it seem like people were saying? Why did people say he was playing like a black guy? Right? They were saying like he was playing with a black guy because he had more of a stylish way of playing. It wasn't just your traditional dribble the ball left, right, shoot the jump shot, and walk away without a celebration kind of thing. We are, as black people, we are animated. You understand what I'm saying? We are animated people. When we shoot the ball, we be like, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. We wanna talk. We are unique in that way. We want to talk, but we kind of brought that energy. We brought that pizzazz to the game. That's no doubt. But he's not the only person that I've seen do that. I mean, Magic Johnson was one of those guys. Magic Johnson came out doing behind, slick passes like that, doing like these allegations didn't come out of nowhere. Where it's like, oh man, white chocolate. Where do you think he got white chocolate from? Why did they call him white chocolate? Okay, you haven't seen anybody play like Jay Williams. That man is his own person. Jason Williams is his own person, so you're not gonna really see anybody play exactly like him. But what the difference is, okay? The difference is the coaching that allowed it to happen. Okay? They mentioned Rayfair Austin. If you guys don't know who Rayfair Austin is, Rayfair Austin was Skip to my Lou. All right, he was the number one and one player during that era in the 2000s. All right, everyone was looking at the and one mixtapes. We saw Rayfair Austin. His name was Skip to my Lou. He would take the ball, he would skip it, boom, do a little skip, boom, 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 and then he'll cross you up. He'll pass the ball behind the back and do these things without any effort. Okay, it was an effortless game to him. They mentioned street ball, which means it was a testament to what they've done in street ball prior to the NBA and what they get what was inspired, how Jason Williams was inspired by that, right? This video was about what empowerment looks like. This video is about what empowerment is. It's to give the authority and to give confidence to someone to do things your way, because they have confidence in who you are, what you bring to the table. Empowerment. Here, listen. You heard what he said. And I like the way he answered the question. It was kind of a race bait by Andrew Shultz. It was kind of a race bait by Andrew Shultz. He said, I've never really seen anybody. I don't know why they said you play like a black person, but I've never seen anyone play like you.
Stop the cap.
Please. Because we've seen plenty of players play that way. But one thing he is right about is that in the NBA, it was toned down. It was toned down because it wasn't seen as professional ball playing. That man, Jay Williams, knew what it was, Jason Williams, and that's why I want to applaud him, because he knew what it was. He answered the question perfectly when he got baited into that. He said, not even Rafael Austin. They said not even Rafael Austin was doing it. He said, well, he didn't have a chance to. He didn't know if he even had the chance to. The coach that Jason Williams had gave him the green light to do these moves, to be more creative with the way he's playing. You know what I mean? Okay, you can do. I believe in you. I believe that you actually want to win. I don't think that you're out here trying to stay up with the Joneses, or trying to bring the streets to the game, because they didn't believe Jason Williams was from the streets. You feel me? I mean, what are we saying here? Yeah, they weren't thinking like, oh man, this man from the streets is trying to bring the hood into the game. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me go ahead and do this. Like, we don't want players from the hood to change the game of basketball that we have here today. We wanted to stay as bland as possible. What is it? Jason Williams? Like, come on. They had people on the round tables talking like that. They didn't want that type of game in there, and that's why Rafael Austin didn't come in, started doing a skit to Malou, because he would have lost his job. If he would have did that, he would have lost his job. He didn't have a green light to do it. Jason Williams understood that. You hear me? Jason Williams understood that. He tried to get baited 2 times in the video. They tried to bait him 2 times in the video, y'all. They tried. So, again, empowerment is giving the confidence and giving the green light to do the things that you do well. And for you to create an environment for everyone else to follow. I mean, this is what empowerment is. And I just want to say, like, you know, Andrew Shultz, I mean, you probably didn't do it purposely. This is just what drives your channel. This is what drives your comedy. And you're doing it without even noticing it. It's the subconscious that's going on, right? So I don't blame you, dude. Like, I'm not saying like, oh man, you're a racist dude. I mean, I don't know what's in your heart, fool. I don't know what's in your heart. I mean, you got to show with Charlemagne the God. I mean, you're always around coloreds. Like, I can't say you're racist. You're always around the coloreds. So I'm not gonna say that. I've never really called anybody racist, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, Jason Williams, man, it's just a shout out to Jason Williams for answering that, and then kind of showing exactly why certain players didn't have the opportunities to do that, and whether he knew it or not, he kind of stood up for that. He kind of stood up for that. Is it white privilege? I mean, I wouldn't call it that. I'd never call anything white privilege. I mean, but then again, I mean, listen. He said it himself. He said that Rafael Austin did not have the opportunity to do it. And if he did, he probably would have been trying it. Jay Williams said, hey, go ahead. His coach said, go ahead and throw the behind the back pass. If it goes out of bounds, try it again with the other hand. Like, how empowering is that, you guys? Come on, man. People are at work at their 9-to-5 jobs, hoping that their boss would see something great in them so they can go ahead and do it your way. Hey, you remember what you did last week? I want you to try this and present it to the team, present it to the staff, and the board head. I want you to present this to him. And if it doesn't work, fine, try a different way. I believe in you. I want to push you. I want to push you into the front. That's empowerment. You hear me? But that's what Jay Williams had, and salute to Flagrant for even having him on. I mean, if you guys look at the clips of Jason Williams, I mean, that dude is amazing. All right, but that's all I got for y'all today, man. All right, this is 3 States Podcast. We are out of here, man. I hope y'all like that commentary. I hope y'all got something out of it. Hopefully you know exactly what empowerment means and where I was getting at in that video. You understand what I'm saying? All right, but until the next time, we are out.